It's 1966. Hindi film music is going through its golden period. Illustrious film composers like Naushad and O.P. Nayyar are churning out soulful tunes. But with the release of Shammi Kapoor's Tara Teesri Manzil, Bollywood music was about to have its very own rock star, a composer who redefined the way Indians experience music. I am talking about Rahul Dev Burman. Along with dholaks, tablas, sitars and harmoniums, Burman gave a new freshness to Hindi film music with jazzy trumpets, groovy guitar tunes, drums and everything rock and roll. Songs like O Haseena Zulfon Wali Jane Jahan, O Mere Sona Re Sona Re Sona Re and Deewana Mujhsa Nahi Is Ambar Ke Niche. RD Burman introduced the genres of disco, funk and rock to the ears of the subcontinent. Bollywood entered a new era, all thanks to the legendary music composer Rahul Dev Burman, or as we all know him, RD Burman. Hello and welcome to a century of stories brought to you by IDFC FIRST Bank. Always you first. I'm your host Kunal Vijayakar, and today we're talking about the king of Bollywood music, RD Burman. Lovingly known as Pancham, RD Burman was a musical genius whose influence on Bollywood music is felt till today. Born on the 27th of June 1939 in Calcutta, he was the son of the celebrated music director Sachin Dev Burman. From a very young age, Pancham was exposed to a rich musical environment which laid the foundations for his extraordinary career. Before RD, Bollywood music was heavily dominated by classical and traditional Indian sounds. While these sounds were beautiful and intricate, the arrival of the 1970s brought with it a desire for something fresh, something modern and rebellious. RD Burman was ready to meet this demand, armed with a vast knowledge of global music trends and an unquenchable thirst for experimentation. The 60s and 70s were dominated by rock bands like the Beatles, the Rolling Stones and Led Zeppelin. RD Burman, a keen listener of world music, understood that the youth in India were also pining for this new sound. He saw an opportunity to blend this Western influence with traditional Bollywood tunes. One of the earliest examples of this fusion can be heard in the song Aja Aja Main Hu Pyar Tera. Sung by Mohammed Rafi, it brought out a wild, mischievous streak in Rafi's voice, which was unheard of until then, setting the stage for what was to come from Pancham in the next decade. Moving into the 1970s, RD Burman's star was about to break through the stratosphere. The words "music" by RD Burman on the film poster became reason enough for audiences to throng to the theatres regardless of the star cast. Take for instance the song Dam Maro Dam from the movie Hare Rama Hare Krishna. Sung by Asha Bhosle, it became an anthem for the hippie culture in India. Its catchy guitar riffs and rebellious lyrics capturing the spirit of an era perfectly. As the disco craze swept the world in the mid-70s, Pancham was quick to incorporate this new genre into his compositions. One standout example was Bachanaye Haseena, sung by Kishore Kumar in 1977, a perfect blend of disco vibes and Bollywood flair. In 1970, another significant genre, jazz, found its way into RD Burman's repertoire. The song Gulabi Aankhein featured a smooth, melodious flow, and the intricate instrumentation showcased Pancham's versatility. So profound is the impact of RD's music on Bollywood that both Bachanaye Haseena and Gulabi Aankhein were mega hits even decades later when they were updated and remixed by music composers Vishal Shekhar in 2008 and the pop band Sanam in 2019. Tell me in the comments below which is your favorite RD Burman song, or which RD Burman song should be updated for today and remixed. Now, one cannot discuss RD Burman without mentioning his incredible innovation in sound production. He was one of the first composers in Bollywood to extensively use electronic instruments and multi-track recording techniques. His experimental approach to sound often included unconventional instruments such as bottles, combs, and even kitchen utensils. This knack also earned him the moniker Music Scientist. The song Mehbooba Mehbooba from the film Sholay is a testament to this. The use of a Greek bouzouki and Middle Eastern musical elements created an unforgettable auditory experience that perfectly matched the film's dramatic narrative. And speaking of dramatic, it was Pancham who created the image of a spirited, larger-than-life music composer, a star in his own right. He revealed his funny and extroverted side in interviews and never shied away from taking credit for his success. There would be no Anu Malik or Himesh Reshamia if there was no RD Burman. RD Burman's style and persona had a significant cultural impact. The big square glasses, white beret and muffler around his neck became style statements for the youth of that generation. Looking back at RD Burman's legacy, it's clear that his contributions to Bollywood music were revolutionary. He didn't just bring rock, disco and jazz into Bollywood. He transformed them, creating a playful new genre that was uniquely his own, distinctly Indian, yet globally appealing. Shami Kapoor said it best when he wrote, "To me, Pancham was an enthusiastic chef who enjoyed the unexplored exotica and not just an efficient cook." In today's Safe Banking Tips presented by IDFC FIRST Bank, be very careful where you take your trading advice from. If you see investment ads that seem to be too good to be true, refrain from participating. There are new scams which mimic legitimate platforms like stockbroking firms, financial advisors, or even regulatory bodies. If someone offers you unrealistic returns, think twice before parting with your hard-earned money.
IVF